If you haven't checked out my other channel yet, I recommend you do. At least if you like shooting stuff. I figured I wanted to have a more personal touch with y'all. So that's why I created that channel, to have a little fun. Because that's what America needs right now, a little bit of fun. When you think of Civil War, what do you think of? Two armed armies faced off in a field, ready to die for their beliefs? The Battle of Fort Sumter? The Battle of Palmetto Ranch? Well, welcome to 2020 and the start of our Civil War. Don't believe me? What were the main reasons why the Civil War started in 1861 and lasted to 65? Simple. It was the North and the South disagreeing on four simple points: economic interests, cultural issues, whether or not the federal government can control states, and of course, slavery. Does any of that sound familiar to y'all? Today, it's not North versus South. Today, it's left versus right. Economic interests for the left are defunding the police and funding presidential candidates that have dementia. The right wants to lower taxes and free up market capitalism. Cultural values for the left are movements like Black Lives Matter, and anyone who disagrees with any of their beliefs are considered racist. The right just wants you to act like a true American with integrity, respectfulness, and being hardworking no matter what color you are. The left has a problem with their governments controlling them, so they decide to tear down neighborhoods and create lawless land like CHOP. The right is trying to protect those cities and businesses, so they're sending out armed citizens to sit out front. And lastly, the left cannot get over that at one point in our country, we had slaves. And it has been talked about more in 2020 than it has been in the past 50 years. And the right is tired of being called racist because they don't support radical movements. Now, we are not to the point where both sides have a big shootout, but it'll come. I mean, look at everything that has happened in this country in the past 4 months. It all started from George Floyd's death, and riots surged the streets because of it. Police stopped receiving the respect they deserve, so criminals like Rayshard Brooks think it's okay to fight them. The coronavirus numbers are completely botched to scare citizens and also to cause a mail-in vote, so those numbers are also going to be botched. Antifa and Black Lives Matter destroy cities and they're applauded for it. People trying to defend their homes from riots are arrested and charged with felonies. Innocent children like Cannon Hinnant are shot. People are beating other people up in the streets for no reason due to blind rage with no core logic. Militia groups are threatening law enforcement and district attorneys to have them make unjust decisions on incidents. America is completely divided, and social media is the heart and soul of this war. Let me tell you the problem. Nowadays, you can go on social media, talk all the smack you want, and have little to no consequences. My parents didn't allow me on social media when I was a kid, so when someone had a problem, there was no, let's hash it out on MySpace. No, when someone was talking smack, it was, okay, Billy Badass, put your hands up. But let me give everyone fair warning, left and right. If you're currently one of those people, and I know you're out there, that don't truly believe in either side and just want to be a part of something, now is the time to bow out and dive into a bush. Because when the war becomes physical instead of mental, you're going to be more scared than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. The left has shown their true colors in the past 4 months, and they are clearly not red, white, and blue. They are pissed off, and they are doing anything and everything to prove a point. And the right is done watching the left destroy cities that took so long to build, and they are done being silent. So for those of you who are still thinking that another civil war is a fantasy, wake up and smell the gunpowder.